Hello everyone, I am Isabela Sanchez, a Black Lives Matter activist and historian. The aim of this presentation is to see how Black lives have evolution since the American Revolution until right now in the 2020 Black Lives Matter movement. Now I would like to say this quote that Michelle Obama said that will have relevance in the future of this presentation. I can make people not afraid of Black people. I don't know what's going on, and I can't explain what's happening in your head. But maybe if I show up every day as a human, a good human, doing wonderful things, loving my family, loving your kids, and taking care of things that I care about, maybe, just maybe, that word will pick away the scabs of your discrimination. Maybe that slowly will unravel it. That's all we have, because we can do it for them, because they're broken. Michelle Obama, 2019. But for now, let's start with the main topics. To begin with, let's look at the first main point. Slavery during the American Revolution. During the 19th century, it was believed that only white people were Americans. And through the years, this thought has changed, but there are still people who believe that being white is in some way superior to being any other race. This is the reason we could find so much segregation during the 19th centuries in America. White people from the South were mostly slave owners and would treat Black people as animals. There was also this belief that Black people didn't experience pain as same as white people do, so they punished them even more. And white people, at any intent for change, they would become angry, and it would destroy what Black lives have been always hoped for, change. The best example of this, it would be a movement who was born in the south of the country after the Civil War, which is called an organization which is called Ku Klux Klan, which promoted white privilege and segregation to colored people. Now let's learn about the second main topic, which is more related to the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was the result of all adverse situations Afro-Americans had to deal with for more than 2,000 years since the slavery time. Martin Luther King was a relevant and one of the most remarkable figures of this time period. He gave Negroes the status of Afro-Americans and finally ended many segregation points. He also helped to organize one of the biggest boycotts against segregation in 1955. Due to the Selma marching being broadcasted, like television broadcasted, for the first time, millions of Americans could actually realize police discrimination towards Black people. And that's why the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was signed, which guaranteed the equality of all races in the United States and banned segregation in all public places. Now, before going to the last and main point, I would like to introduce this video, but due to the lack of time, we will not be able to watch it, but I will try to state what's most important about it. On the video, we can see an 11-year-old Californian Black girl reflect about what the Black Lives Matter movement means to her and her feelings and her thoughts. Some of the most important quotes here are, "The thing I want to be when I grow up is alive," and "Does my dad scare you? Does my mom scare you? Does my auntie scare you? Because let me tell you, we are not scary." As you can see, there's a clear relationship between this and the quote that I stated at the beginning of the presentation, the Michelle Obama quote. Black people is being feared for no reason. Lastly, main point number 3, Black Lives Matter movement. If you're Black, you have three times more chance of being killed by the police than any other race. And 99% of the time, police are not being charged by their crimes. This movement started in 2013 by the killing of Trayvon Martin, and it's focused on ending police brutality and discrimination against Black people, and to seek for a world where Black Lives Matter, as the movement is called, and to stop racial hierarchy and abolish it. After the killing of an Afro-American citizen called George Floyd, who was captured and killed by police officers, and then it was recorded and posted to social media via witness in 2020, the movement was triggered and started being more powerful. This also including social media, which is one of the most common things in this century, in this year. Protests in the United States have been making progress, and police brutality is evolving, and police officers are being charged by their crimes. In conclusion, there are three main points who were stated in this presentation. Slavery during the American Revolution, civil rights movement, and the Black Lives Matter movement. But there are still lots of other remarkable events in the Black Lives history which should also be recognized. In conclusion, Black lives has always been in danger. They had to overcome many difficult challenges and obstacles to get where they are right now. Since the American Revolution with slavery until right now with the Black Lives Matter movement with police brutality and racism. Thank you.